hello.
The director and maker, Porous. Porous, you
Yeah,
pronounce
Porous,
it.
yeah.
Okay. And so we're going to play the trailer, and then we can ask questions.
Okay.
Okay, so my first question to you would be, because Porous feels like an adventure of contemplations, and what are some questions and explorations that have led you to this movie?
Yeah, it's like a really good point. I think the whole time I was making this film, I was constantly questioning the making, but it all sort of started from kind of having a feeling of like wanting to leave my body, and like kind of like why I wanted to leave my body, and thinking about like submersion in water. And then it sort of also got me started thinking about sexual assault and like that effect it had on me, and like the way it wanted that, how that also made me want to leave my body, and like kind of questioning those boundaries. So it kind of was like a constant reassessing and questioning of like things coming together and questioning boundaries, I think. Yeah. I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, I think it's something a lot of us can relate to, this feeling of wanting to live, but not simply a room, but like your body and being another space.
Yeah.
And it's something that you think represented very well in the movie.
Thank you.
Because while watching it, it really felt like it was out of space and out of time, like it became a sphere in itself.
Yeah.
And I don't know, water, it's not something that comes intuitive for me, for example, when thinking about boundaries and the body. So I wonder for you, the connection there, or how it...
Yeah, I think it's like I was thinking a lot about skin and like how we're like 70% water, and about how that boundary is so, porous between us and like the water surrounding. So like if that boundary is like liminal, where does that kind of leave me in the space of water? And using the bathroom as like a kind of geographical space to like explore that as well.
Yeah, they melt together.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of, I think a big limitation I put was to put the limit inside the bathroom, so like not being able to leave. And there's like one shot where you think you've left, but actually you're still back in this like space of like contemplation. So yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, and I think we can ignore that it's a woman's story, and through these images, it gives a voice actually to the way so assaults on the body are experienced internally, not how they look.
Sorry, could you say that again?
How they are experienced internally, and not how they look externally.
Yeah.
So was it something that you aimed to do, to show the inner world more?
Yeah, I think it was really important for me to like, at first I wanted the whole film to only be from first person perspective, but then I started thinking about how, and like kind of having that like one person body point of view, but then I decided to start thinking about how to show it also through like reflection as well. But it was really important for me to have a kind of nameless, faceless person. But then at one point I was like, I have to introduce a kind of persona towards the end.
Yeah. Well, I think you made a beautiful film.
Thank you.
And do we have some questions from the audience? I don't think so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for this Q&A session.
Yeah.